In the headlines, soldiers prevent terrorist attack as bandits abduct scores in Abuja and Katsina. Adebayo Lawal sworn in as new deputy governor of Oyo State. Flood displaces hundreds in Adamawa and Yobe states. Away from Nigeria, gunman kills 3 at Greenwood Park Mall in U.S. state of Indiana. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. At least 10 people were on Sunday night abducted in Shema quarters of Dutsima local government area of Katsina state. Dozens of terrorists attacked the area at night amidst heavy downpour, shooting sporadically and scaring residents of the estate. The terrorists later broke into houses and abducted 10 people, including a 9-month pregnant woman. However, 5 out of the 10 victims escaped unhurt, while the remaining 5 are in the custody of the terrorists. Since the killing of Assistant Commissioner of Police Aminu Umar, the terrorists have been threatening to destroy Dutsima town, which was hitherto resisted by the late area commander. This is the 3rd time Dutsima town is coming under attacks since the unfortunate killing of the area commander 15 days ago. A 7-year-old boy, simply identified as Ayuba, was killed when bandits struck at Paikom Basa community in Gurdi ward of Abaji Area Council of Abuja. A resident, James Guatana, said bandits who came with sophisticated weapons invaded the community on Friday night. He said apart from the child who was killed, a man and his wife were also hit by stray bullets. Guatana said that the bandits abducted 4 residents and raided some shops where they carted away foodstuffs. The district head of Gulida, Abubakar Sardauna, confirmed the incident via telephone. He said the couple who were shot had been taken to a private hospital for treatment in Gwagwalada. Staying with security matters, soldiers have foiled a planned attack on a military base in Sarkim Power, the headquarters of Munya local government area of Niger State, by terrorists suspected to be members of Boko Haram. Daily Trust gathered that the terrorists had already taken position close to a military base around 2:23 a.m. when soldiers in Sarkim Power responded and engaged them in a gun duel. A military source who described the success as one of its kind, as no life was lost from the side of the soldiers, said that the swift response by reinforcement team from Mina also saved the situation. Reacting to their development, the Niger State Governor, Abubakar Sani Bello, said that the planned attack would have been devastating if not for the swift response by soldiers in Sarkim Power and the reinforcement team from Mina. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Mary Noel Baje, commended the military and other security agencies for their swift response to the planned attack. And now on political matters, the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, on Monday officially unveiled Bishop Isaac Idahosa as the running mate to its presidential candidate, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. The event took place at the International Conference Center in Abuja. The presidential candidate of the party, Rabiu Kwankwaso, had prior to the unveiling stated that the choice of Idahosa as his running mate is based on the cleric's outstanding record and impeccable character.
Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this gathering is to officially present to the good people of Nigeria the patriot that we have carefully chosen to join me on the presidential ticket of the NNPP as my running mate. Fellow compatriots, I present to you the next Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bishop Isaac Idahosa, PhD.
On behalf of myself and my entire family, I humbly accept the nomination as the vice presidential candidate of His Excellency Engineer Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso under the umbrella of our great party, the NNPP. At this critical junction of our nation's history, our country deserves a fresh start, and Nigerians deserve a fresh new idea, a fresh deal that will steer away the country from division and hate.
Chief Adebayo Lawal was on Monday evening sworn as the new Deputy Governor of Oyo State following the impeachment of the former Deputy Governor Rauf Olaniyan by the State House of Assembly. The swearing-in ceremony held at the executive chambers of the Governor's Office Secretariat in Ibadan was following his confirmation by the Assembly upon his nomination by Governor Seyi Makinde as replacement for Olaniyan. The State Chief Judge, Justice Munta Abimbola, administered the oaths of allegiance and office.
Do solemnly swear. That I will be faithful. And bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as Deputy Governor of Oyo State. I will discharge my duties. To the best of my ability. Faithfully. And in accordance. With the Constitution of the Federal Republic.
The coalition of civil societies accredited by the Independent National Electoral Commission to monitor the just concluded governorship election in Osun State on Monday declared the election in Osun State on Monday as credible and met the expected standard. At a press conference in Osogbo on Monday, the coalition urged all politicians in the state to accept the outcome. In separate interviews with Trust TV on Monday on the sideline of the press conference, the National Coordinator of Women and Youth Pathfinder Initiative, Fidelis Nweke, and the Coordinator of the Independent Masses Forum, Folusho Farami, said that the Osun governorship election was fair and acceptable.
As a true reflection of the will of the people of Osun State. Since INEC has announced a clear winner of the election, the rest of the candidates should see themselves as co-winners and toe the path of peace by congratulating the clear winner for the good and progress of the state, because Osun State remains a home for all of its citizens, and the government there will emerge from the election should be government for all of the people of Osun State.
The election is peaceful. Credit must go to, first of all, we must give glory to God Almighty for allowing the election to go smoothly, although there are some little something, but that is very negligible. And we must give credit to INEC from the roots. Let me take it from the roots. We must give credit to the man that initiated electoral reform, late President Umaru Yar'Adua. And the electoral reform was completed by, was improved upon by President Goodluck Jonathan, Ebele Jonathan. So we must give credit.
The Yariman Wazir in Gombe, Yahaya Hamari, has warned politicians to desist from engaging youths in political thuggery, popularly called Kalari, in Gombe State. Hamari, who spoke in an interview with Trust TV in Gombe, also urged the youths to prepare to vote for candidates that mean well for the country in the forthcoming 2023 general elections. Ibrahim Ismail reports.
Political thuggery is a form of social insecurity in Nigeria, and Gombe is battling one, known as Kalare. Ahead of the 2023 general elections, leaders are concerned that insecurity may rear its ugly head and disrupt the peaceful conduct of the elections. Against this backdrop, the Wazir in Yariman Gombe is campaigning for the youth to conduct themselves peacefully.
I am appealing to the politicians, please, if you want to use those somebody's sons and daughters Why can't you bring your own so that they can join hands together so that they can do whatever you like them to do? Therefore, it is very unhealthy for the politician to use them in one way or the other, whereby they can be convicted with honest and they're killing themselves. Therefore, I'm appealing to the politicians, the leaders, more importantly, the leaders, those hidden ones. They should please avoid all these type of criminalities.
The retired civil servant called on politicians and other stakeholders to engage the youth positively in the electoral process.
The well-to-do are just using them for their own benefit in order to bring chaos. After bringing chaotic situation in the area, especially during the voting period, you find out there are a lot of hooliganism. All those hooligans called either Boko Haram or called Sara Suka or Lankalare, whatever they call them, they are not benefiting the country. They are not useful to the country, even to their community. Therefore, I am appealing to them, please let them unite together with the women.
The Nigeria police had in April 2022 arrested a group of Kalare boys who allegedly stabbed a personnel of the Nigerian army, Ibrahim Yahya, to death. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
Political aides of Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State are to leave office with effect from July 31. The termination notice is contained in a memo released on Sunday by Folusho Daramola, the secretary to the state government in Ado Ekiti. This is to enable the state government to process all outstanding allowances of the affected officials ahead of the winding up of his administration. The memo explained that the termination is pursuant to the Ekiti State Transition Law and is expected to ensure smooth change of baton between the incumbent administration and the new governor-elect of Ekiti. Biodun Oyebanji, candidate of the All Progressives Congress, was declared winner of the governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission on June 19. Governor Fayemi's tenure expires on the 15th of October. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly. Coping with tomato price in Kaduna. Details and more after the break.
As the 2023 elections draw near, remember, evil prospers when good men and women only wish for peace, but never take a step to make peaceful elections happen. Are you a father? Are you a mother? What are you saying to your children as elections approach? Have you warned them not to let themselves be used to cause violence? Have you explained to them what the consequences of electoral violence might be? Do your part to make peaceful elections happen. Talk to your children. Protect them from unscrupulous politicians who want to put them in harm's way, while their own children are comfortable at home, within and outside the country. Let's join hands to make 2023 elections peaceful. This message is from the National Orientation Agency, NOAA.
Welcome back. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Here's a reminder of our top stories. Soldiers prevent terrorist attack as bandits abduct scores in Abuja and Katsina. Adebayo Lawal sworn in as new Deputy Governor of Oyo State. In other news, no fewer than 500 residents of Loko, one of the top agrarian areas of Song, local government area of Adamawa State, have been rendered homeless. This was as a result of heavy rainfall on Sunday, which lasted for about 10 hours. Salis Lawan reports that the heavy downpour washed away farm inputs worth millions of naira. The report.
It was a tale of one loss after another, as residents of the area helplessly watched the heavy rains washed away their sources of livelihood.
It's actually the will of God, but the flood has seriously affected us. Most of our belongings have been washed away. Indeed, we the people of Loko have suffered losses.
Of course, no life was lost, but we lost farm input worth millions of naira as the result of the heavy rains.
Seriously, the heavy downpour have wreaked havoc on us, especially with the farmers, as we lost many of our valuable things, especially foodstuff, alongside documents. We actually need government support. Apart from rendering hundreds of residents homeless, the flood also wreaked havoc in Kaswambohu, area of the agrarian community of Loko. Chairman of the market, Ibrahim Aliyu, said they lost over 800 bags of grains to the flood.
We are calling on the government to help us provide drainages to the waterways in Loko, because sincerely, lack of the drainages has been a major cause of the flooding. We are appealing and calling on government to please come to our aid.
Some local government chairman, Gidado Abdusalam, visited the areas affected and commiserated with the victims. He promised timely intervention to the victims to caution the hardship occasioned by the flooding.
I sympathize with them. However, as the local authorities, we will assist them with the necessary palliative to cushion their hardship.
Last year, Loko settlement area was among the most hit areas by flooding, according to the National Emergency Management Agency. From Yola, Salis Lawan, Trust TV News.
Several communities in Gulani, local government area of Yobe State, have been ravaged by floods, forcing residents to desert their homes. The district head of Bularafa town in Gulani local government area, Yerima Maina, confirmed the incident and said that the flood was caused by river overflow following a persistent rainfall on Sunday, which lasted for more than 14 hours across many locations in the state. A resident of Bularafa town, Mbaya Bularafa, said that those trapped in the flood were rescued by local swimmers. Meanwhile, the executive secretary of Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Mohammed Goji, said a team has been mobilized to the scene. Now, residents of Kaduna Metropolis are lamenting the increasing price of tomato in the market, while the tomato sellers attributed the increment in the price to unavailability of the produce and cost of transportation. Farmers say that excessive rain is affecting the yield of tomato. The report.
Tomato is an essential cooking ingredient in many homes, though it is grown mainly in the north in large quantities. Recently, buyers have been experiencing persistent increase in the price of a basket of tomato.
It still affects my business.
Explain.
It affects my business was the amount that we are buying it. We use amount to go and buy the tomato. It will not be enough to use it and serve the people and get profit. We use the profit and buy tomato.
To be honest, the price is high. Although during Eid al-Kabir, the price was higher, but now it has dropped.
The price is up. unlike the way we used to buy before.
For sellers of tomato, the unavailability and the cost of transporting the product is responsible for the price increase. Cost of transporting tomato is high. Price of basket of tomato starts from 15,000 to 18,000 and 20,000 now. Abubakar Yunusa is one of the farmers along Bashamo Road close to River Kaduna. He says the present weather does not augur well for tomato cultivation because of excessive rain. During dry season, we harvest large quantities of tomato because the cold weather is good for the tomato. Now, we are in rainy season and the excessive rain doesn't augur well for the plant, so we can't harvest large quantities. Another factor farmers believe is contributing to the scarcity of the product is the presence of termites that are believed to affect the tomato plant. Termites affect the plant this season. According to the farmers, farm input and modern farming technology will help to improve the production of tomatoes, therefore calling on the government to come to their aid.
Nigeria's oldest airline, Aero Contractors, has temporarily suspended operations over economic crisis. In a statement announcing the development, the airline said that the suspension of operation will take effect on July 20. The statement explained that as members of Spring Alliance, the airline is liaising with partner airlines to minimize the impact on customers, adding that its customer service team will be working to help affected customers reach their destinations. While apologizing for any inconvenience caused customers, the airline promised to return to service as soon as possible. And now, away from Nigeria, a gunman has killed 3 people at a shopping center in the U.S. state of Indiana in the latest mass shooting in the country. 2 others were also wounded when the attacker, carrying a rifle along with several magazines of ammunition, opened fire on Sunday at the Greenwood Park Mall, which is about 16 kilometers from the state capital, Indiana police. The attacker's identity and a motive for the attack, which took place in the shopping center's food court, were not immediately released. Police said that the attack ended when a 22-year-old Good Samaritan who was legally carrying a gun fatally shot the attacker. Those injured included a 12-year-old girl, Greenwood Police Department said. And in sports news, Nigeria women's senior football team, the Super Falcons, were defeated by host Morocco in a semi-final clash at the ongoing Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The Falcons were reduced to 9 ladies in the second half following 2 red cards for Halimatu Ainde, 48 minutes in the game, and Rashidat Ajibade after 71 minutes before going on to lose on penalties. An own goal by Yasmin Mrabet had broken the deadlock to put Nigeria 1-0 ahead of the Atlas Lionesses in Rabat, but the hosts equalized through Sana Mesudi 4 minutes later. And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. Watch more via all our social media platforms, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.